Hi there, my name is Tom Strezick. This is my shop. Today is Monday, February 22nd. It's kind of wet outside because it's about 40-ish degrees, has been for the last few days, melting a lot of the snow that we've had around here. It's been a busy week around the Strezick household, so let's get on with it. Cool stuff this week is a recipe. Last week was the thing with the tree. The week before that was the videos and the Dragonfire Tinderbox. So this week is a recipe that I call Goop. It's simply a chip dip that is fantastic. A lot of people know it. Most people don't have a name for it. It's real simple. It's got 3 ingredients. It has a very large jar of some sort of salsa of your choice, homemade, Tostitos, Old El Paso. As long as it ain't made in New York City, you'll be fine. Then, is Tostitos made in New York City? I'm not really sure. Half a pound of cream cheese that's been softened so as you don't blow your blender up. Half a pound of sour cream. And then, of course, as mentioned, a blender. It's real simple. You pour the sour cream in the blender, then you take the cubed cream cheese and you start chucking your little cubes, your soft cubes in there. You blend that until it's smooth. And then while it's blending, you dump in your salsa. You rinse out your salsa jar. You pour it in there. It's a really low viscous thing. It's really watery. So if you want it a little bit thicker, you can substitute the sour cream out for another half a pound of cream cheese. If you want it even waterier, you could move the cream cheese out and substitute the sour cream. So I personally end up drinking half of mine because it's just so damn tasty. So, all right, well, let's get on to the tool of the week. Tool of the week this week is the cousin to the plow plane I showed you last week. It is the router plane. You can get router planes in a lot of different varieties, wooden bodied, metal bodied. There's the Lee Valley Veritas variety. There is the Stanley number 71, which the Lee Nielsen Tool Works is based theirs on. The wooden bodied ones, you can get a lot of plans online for them. This one in particular I made myself. I patterned it after the Lee Valley Veritas version. I use the Veritas handles and the Veritas cutter. Otherwise it's just a hickory body, some lamp hardware, electrical connection, drill stop, brass sole that I cut to size and shape and bolted to the bottom of a hickory body, which I painted black. Real simple, didn't take a long time. You can buy the multiple sizes of cutting irons. I bought a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch wide cutting iron. Its job, unlike the plow plane, is to simply smooth out the bottom of a groove or a dado. You can use it for that job to cut the groove or a dado. The Lee Valley version of this comes with a fence that you can ride it along the edge and cut the dado out. But the main difference between this guy and the plow plane is that this guy doesn't have any support for the iron underneath the sole of the tool, whereas the plow plane has the skate that supports the iron upwards of a 1/2 inch below the tool to help you make those deeper cuts so that it doesn't ruin the tool in the process. This guy right here, he's really only meant to clean out the bottoms of grooves and dados. You could cut yourself a groove or a nice shallow groove or a dado with this guy. You make the shoulders with a chisel or a saw, and then you just kind of come back and pare away with this guy. That one needs none of that. It'll just cut it and it'll go straight through. So let's move on to what's on the bench. I am still working on the chest of drawers. I cut I glued up, cut down, planed down, cut to length all 4 legs. Chose the white oak that had the most amount of reflex for the front to the front legs. The rest of it is all, A quality wood and lower. So I am currently in the process of marking out all of my grooves and all of my dovetails and mortises and tenons and everything with my marking gauge, and it'll come together soon, I hope. This will be the last day this week that I can work on it. Otherwise, I have to work on batching out cribbage boards, which isn't exactly easy to batch out. There's a lot of holes to drill. My nonprofit has a cribbage tournament coming up, and we've only got 5 or 6 cribbage boards. That only accounts for 10 to 12 people. We normally have upwards of 20 or 30. So I need to batch out probably at least 5 or 6, maybe 10 or so more cribbage boards. And then I have to make the cribbage board that will be the first place prize, which will be out of an old cigar box. That's it. It's going to be pretty short this week. There hasn't been a lot going on. I did say it's been a busy week, but it's been a busy week because I've been doing a lot of layout. This is hours and hours and hours of just carving lines on wood, and then all the glue up and the planing and whatnot for the legs. So I'll let you go, and I'm gonna get back to work and leave you with this.